This episode of the podcast is brought to you by GameFly. That's right, we got another sponsor. GameFly has over 8,000 new releases of classics available for pretty much every single console available. This is basically the best deal if you're a gamer on a budget. For a low monthly fee, they will send you a game basically to rent, and then when you're done playing it, you send it back and they'll send you another one, whatever's on your list. And there's never any late fees as long as you're obviously paying for the service. It works out pretty great. You can also get Blu-rays and DVDs on there as well. So I would highly recommend it if you play one game at a time. And I think they also have other types of deals where you can get more than one at a time. So it's pretty sweet. And if you go to gameflyoffer.com/BThenBTI, you will get a free 30-day trial. So it's pretty sweet. You get to try it for free. So once again, it's gameflyoffer.com/BThenBTI. And now, on with the show.
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification. Blackers in black times infinity.
Hey, what's up, people? It's your boy Blue here for the After the Chaos. Once again, I'm riding solo. It's just me. If you watched before the cast, I explained why. Like, normally I ride with either Road Ninja on the way home, but I drove my own car into the studio today just because Stick was kind of sick and I was working kind of late, so I didn't have a chance to like kind of get ready and take public transportation to meet up with Prodigy to try to get to the studio. So I drove myself. So this is my car, Nightwing, Batman fan. That's the name of my car. But yeah. So typically, if I ever drive to the studio, I usually don't do it before and after the cast, but I decided to go ahead and do one just because I wanted to talk about some shows that I watch that the rest of the crew does not watch. So on the before the cast, I talked about this show called Lucifer that come on Fox. It comes on right after Gotham. Gotham comes on at 8 Pacific Standard Time, and Lucifer comes on at 9. And it's a really good show. I highly recommend it. You definitely should check that out. It's not too much about the Bible, but it revolves around Lucifer coming to Los Angeles. But yeah, definitely check out the forecast. But for the aftercast, since it's late at night, I figured that I want to talk about American Horror Story season 6, Roanoke or something like that. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm always constantly talking about this show, how good it is. The Sweetness and I both watch it. Prodigy is the one that got us into the show because it's 6 seasons long. Season 1 was called The Murder House, where it wasn't called The Murder House, but that's kind of the name they gave it later on. But it revolves around this house that if you die in this house, your spirit stays there, it's trapped there forever, and you can never leave. And there's a family who buys the house, and all this crazy shit keeps happening because the spirits that used to live there are kind of haunting the place. But some crazy shit fucking happens. Like, there's like a sex scene where goes have sex with a woman and she gets pregnant. Fucking speed bumps. Yeah, she gets pregnant and the baby becomes like a demon and all this different kind of shit. And if the baby dies in a house, it would be all bad because it's basically the coming of like the devil or something like that. First season was really crazy. Season 2 was the Asylum. So this one takes place inside of a insane asylum, and I think I want to say it's like maybe like the 60s, maybe 50s around that time. There's a guy who's kind of the lead guy, and they think he murdered his wife, he's a white man and she's a black woman, and they say that he killed her, and so he ends up having to go to the insane asylum because he keeps saying that aliens are the ones that fucking killed her, because that's what kind of really fucking happens. But there's all this crazy fucking shit that happens inside this goddamn insane asylum. But it also revolves around, there's this serial killer who's on the show, and I don't want to spoil it, but he has to do with the insane asylum. And from there, season 3 was the Coven? So the next one, I believe it was the Coven. So the Coven is where there's a cult of, not a cult of witches, but there's witches, some female witches, and they pretty much they're pretty much just fucking shit up with their powers, and they're trying to find the next head witch, and they believe that it's one chick, and so the main witch is trying to kill off that girl. So because in the show, in the coven, once the new main witch appears, the old main witch loses her powers, and she obviously didn't want to lose her powers, so she wanted to kill off the next witch before any of that happened. So that was really cool. The next season was at the circus. It was a freak show, and that's the one that Prodigy kind of fell off on because he's not a big fan of clowns. But that was really good. It was really fucking creepy, scary type shit. It revolves around the freak shows. It's like little people and bearded ladies and strong men. Like, it totally took it there, which was really fucking good. And then in the last season, which I believe is season 5, they had the hotel, which is the Hotel Cortez, which is a hotel down in LA, where it's similar with the murder house. If you die inside this hotel, your spirit is fucking locked there. But the person who owns the hotel is a fucking vampire, and it's played by Lady Gaga. So this is her first appearance on the show, because she's on the new season too. She plays on the new season. She plays like I want to say she's like a goddess of the forest or some type of show, like some kind of shit like that. But yeah, now when she's a vampire and like her true love was murder, and she's like trying to find him again, and she's doing all this kind of shit. But it's really fucking good. It's a good goddamn season. That was a really good season. Like, I was really impressed on how well Lady Gaga did. Even though I like her music, but I didn't really expect her to be that good on the show. But she definitely proved me wrong, which is great. You know, I give her much props for that. There's some nudity, not too much nudity, but you know, you get to see like some ass cheeks and stuff like that. You see that shit on a new season too. So going to the new season. So what it is, it's kind of similar to the murder house too, where you have this house where if you die inside the house, your body is trapped in there, and like your spirit's stuck there, and you can't fucking leave, which kind of sucks. Actually, I don't think it's the house. I think it's the entire fucking land of the house that the house is on. So there's a story about this woman. Well, so the way the first half of the season plays is they have to. It's kind of like a reenactment. So they have people telling their stories about what happened when they're in this house. It tells a story about this couple. They tell the story like a reenactment. So there's like a couple who used to live in a house, but then they show a reenactment of the couple actually living in the house, and Cuban Goody Jr. plays one of the characters, which I was surprised about. He does a really good fucking job in the show. But it's so crazy because like the second half, they have this thing called Return to Roanoke, and like they have the original people who lived in the house going back in there with the reenactment people, and like everybody keeps thinking that this shit was just a made up story, but all this fucking great shit start happening, and it's so fucking well done. Like, so far this season has been my favorite season by far, like hands down. But yeah, like there's so much crazy shit like happening, like so. Like everybody was talking about how Glenn died and how he got his head bashed in, but there's a scene in Roanoke, Return to Roanoke, where somebody gets killed, and it's just so fucking brutal. Like it made Glenn's fucking death look like a fucking bee sting. Like seriously, it was fucking ridiculous. It was really well done. But like the character Lady Gaga plays, she plays like the spirit woman of the forest. And she ends up fucking like the husband and shit. Like it's so fucking goddamn dang. This episode is like crazy dang. Like there's some incest shit happening with some like rednecks who grow marijuana in the forest. Like all of her kids are like her lovers and stuff too, and it's some goddamn twisted ass shit. But like some of the stories about people who lived inside this house, like there's an Asian couple, Asian family that moved into this house. And if you moved into this house, you're pretty much going to be fucking murdered. So they moved into this house, and all this crazy shit started fucking happening, and they all get fucking murdered. There was some nurses moved into this house, and they were killing people. and they were trying to spell out the word murder. So everybody who they murdered had the same fucking letters that spell out murder. And before they could finish the word murder, they ended up fucking getting killed by the people, the spirits of the house. But like whoever moved in the house after that, whenever they try to paint over the word murder, murder will always come fucking back. Like it would bleed through whatever paint or whatever they fucking had on there. So it was fucking crazy, ridiculous. It was insane. But yeah, it's definitely a good show for you to check out. I believe all of the seasons are on Netflix, so you can go on Netflix and catch up. The first few seasons, so even though it's called American Horror Story, it's not really scary. It's more suspenseful. But like this season right here has been pretty fucking scary. Like I've jumped a bunch of fucking times. Like no fucking joke. It is fucking ridiculous. It's insane how fucking crazy shit happens on here. But yeah, so definitely check that out. That's my review of the show. I give it a really good high ratings, and I really highly recommend you check it out. Yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the videos down below. Check out the before the cast. Make sure to check out one of our React videos. Make sure to smash and hit that like button. Lose my voice talking so much. But yeah, thanks again. Until next time, peace out.